Tonight I thought that it would be really helpful to get a perspective of one of our residents who actually um, has been to the center, to the Women's Respite Center, and she's agreed to answer a few questions for us. So this is Maria, and we are currently at our women's recovery house, and she's going to answer a few questions for us. So, hi, Maria.
Hi.
Okay. So Maria, what brought you initially to the center, to the Women's Center?
I became homeless and I became a prostitute, and I didn't know anything about that life. So I was walking down the road one day and I seen the center and I came in.
So, when you say that you became a prostitute, I'm just going to kind of clarify things a little bit. So, a lot of times women that come to us don't know that they're actually that they're victims of human trafficking. They don't really realize that they have lost their choice in their addiction and lost their choice of how their life is going to go. So, what was your favorite thing about the center?
Wow. I mean, I have many of them. People that cared for me, that truly loved me and was there for me no matter what. And I was able to bring my kids there, and you even threw Caliana, her fifth birthday party in.
Yeah.
Just to have someone who cared, like, in my addiction, my family pretty much just, they didn't care anymore.
Okay. What kept you coming to the center?
To know that I had a place to go where nobody was going to bother me, and that people were generally there to help me, not judge me. Um, Numerous times I would go in there and I would have abscesses, and you would take me upstairs and you would clean them up and bandage them, and you were there for me.
Yeah, that was. I'm glad I was there.
Yeah.
Okay, that was terrible. How did you get from the center to Como Recovery?
Well, I didn't know for a long time that there was a program. You ran a program. I had no idea, and I would go in there all the time and give you 22, 23 reasons why I wanted to get clean. And when my dad died, you talked to me and you told me when I was ready. And I'll never forget the day I went in there and I looked at you in the kitchen and you're like, what? And I told you that I was ready to get clean, and you shut the center down and we left. Like, I'm gonna cry.
It's okay. It's so. Maria came in the day she came in. She just kind of like sheepishly walked around, and I said, "What? What is going on?" I thought she was going to tell me she got arrested or something bad happened, and she said, "I'm ready to get well." And one of the good things about being down on Sullivan Avenue where we are is we are one of the only places that has the ability to take a woman immediately from the street to a recovery program. The very second that she says, "I'm ready to leave," we will close or whatever we have to do to get that woman off of the street at that moment. That's exactly what we do. So we shut it down and brought her to the women's where we are currently, probably to the swing, and we were able to detox and then begin recovery. So that was a really really important day for me because Maria is one of the women that actually overdosed in the center, and so to have her come from us, reviving her in the center to being here in recovery was just, I don't know, it's just one of my favorite days really ever. Um, why do you think that Como Recovery has worked for you and other places have failed?
Wow. This program is different than any other program. Most programs, they put you in there for, I don't know, a week, 3 weeks, a month at the most, and they just put you right back out, and you're not taught anything. And I know for me, it took a long time for my brain to even unfog in the different ways you teach us things here, and you make me and everyone else understand and show them a different way. And if it's wrong, you'll be like, wrong, do it again.
Wrong.
Do it again. But it's just a whole different way of learning. Like, the things that we learn here is not like any program, and it's amazing how much my life has changed from 10 months ago. I can't even put into words the different ways that I've learned things, and how you push people because you know they can do better, and make them see why.
So, I don't think I've said this anyplace. Our recovery program is a long-term residential recovery program. And so when somebody comes in, they stay with us a minimum of 18 months. And one of the things that it's important to us is we are completely free. So when a woman comes and says, I want to leave my way of life, I want to escape where I'm at, and I want help. We immediately, like I said, we immediately bring her to the women's recovery home or our crisis room, and we do not want for money to be an obstacle. We know that research suggests that it takes up to 24 months for your brain to fully heal from an opiate addiction, and with fentanyl, the brain damage is pretty significant. So. Because we're evidence-based, so we say, okay, we're going to have to stay with women a long time, and so we commit to a minimum of 18 months of completely free residential care, because women that are coming out of addiction as well as trafficking, they have, the trauma is significant, and so with brain healing and with trauma, it just takes that long. You have to make a commitment to be with somebody that whole entire time for them to become whole and healthy. Okay, what do you think makes our program unique?
Wow. The fact there's no other treatment place, I guarantee you, that brings you into their home. Like, you bring us into, I know for me, my mom and dad passed away. I don't have family. Like, you bring us into your family, and you treat my kids like you treat your grandkids. And, like, that's special to me. Like, there's no other, like, a lot of people like me, I'm a convicted felon, I've been in prison. Like, you bring me in your home and you trust me, and like, that means so much to me.
I love the kids.
They love you too.
It's the rotten, a little bit rotten. Okay, so what impact do you think Como has made overall on Sullivan Avenue and in the recovery community down there? So what do you think our presence has done for that community?
Your presence down there, I know, even speaking for me, and still, I get to now go volunteer down there, and that's amazing. But, like, it's showing people that they care. A lot of people down there, like, everybody has been shut out. They're judged. You're down there to make a difference. You're down there to feed people. You're down there to help them, medical attention, clothes, whatever. And, like, they genuinely love you down there. Like, they would literally be lost without us down there.
It's true.
And the recovery part, like...
That's a hummingbird. Sorry. There's a hummingbird that might fly on camera.
But the recovery part, like, you make us be such strong individuals. Like, we're Como strong, and, like, people might not get that, but, like, that means something. Like, the recovery part, like, we work so hard to be stronger, better people, and if I can even make a difference for one person, that's what I want to do.
You're amazing. So Maria's been with us 10 months, and she's got a little bit ways to go. She's about ready to enter the third phase, which is intermediate, where we start to slowly integrate people back into the community. She'll have a job, like a real life job, and hopefully she'll get her driver's license and a car and become like a whole healthy, like regular human being.